Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the UN News, and I'm your host, Sanjay Dhoni. We bring you breaking news from the heart of Africa. We have just received reports of violent clashes in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, in which leading Rwandan officials have been killed. Today, at 2 p.m. local time, the rebel group CNDP, which has been fighting guerrilla warfare against the government, raided Rwandanese positions in the east of the country. Regular Rwandan troops, still posted in the Congo following the last war, have been moved behind the disengagement line. Today, the rebels crossed that line and, apparently aware of ministerial inspection of Rwandan officials, opened rocket and machine gun fire at base 7234. Leading Rwandanese military men, as well as the Minister of Defense, General James Kabere, are confirmed dead. The Chief of Staff is currently in critical condition. The CNDP has been quick to take responsibility for this action. We have video footage they've released over the internet.
As you may have noticed, the military has been shot. General Kabere has been shot. This is the direct responsibility of the CNDP. We are the ones who do this all because we want our tribal area back. Rwanda has no business in Africa, especially in our tribal area, and we will do what it takes. Heed this as a warning, or else face dire consequences. Be warned.
In eastern Congo this month, a rebel leader declared his intention to march west on the capital. It's not a new threat. We've heard it now 3 times in the past 10 years. One man even made good on it. Between 1998 and 2004, this almost cyclical movement, both ways across the Rwandan border and sometimes west towards the capital, cost the lives of an estimated 4 million people. It continues to impoverish the country. Congo is roughly the size of Western Europe. It's blessed with gold, copper, timber, and coltan, which you'll find on a chip in your mobile phone, as well as a quarter of the world's cobalt, which you'll find in your mobile phone's battery. Rich mineral deposits and competing groups of violent people are concentrated in the eastern provinces of North and South Kivu. The official language of Congo is French. The country is surrounded by a colonial patchwork of French, Portuguese, and English. In 1994, in Rwanda, groups of ethnic Hutu militias, working for the government of the day, carry out a terrifyingly efficient genocide against that country's ethnic Tutsi minority, killing 800,000 people in 100 days. After the genocide, Hutus, now fearing for their own safety, stream west across the border into Congo, which for 30 years had been ruled by the West's favourite African dictator, Mobutu, who had named the country Zaire. With the refugees across the border come the militias. The refugee camps attract disease, and the militias attract trouble. In 1997, the Rwandan government, now Tutsi-controlled, is worried that the Hutus across the border might return, and backs a Congolese rebel, Laurent Kabila, a man of elephantine appetites, whom Che Guevara had once dismissed as not the man of the hour. But, with Rwandan and Ugandan help, he is, and he takes control of the east. He announces his plan to march to Kinshasa, all the way across a massive, heavily forested country with no real roads. To everyone's surprise, he does, by some reports massacring Hutu refugees as he goes. He reaches Kinshasa, deposes Mobutu, and renames the country as Congo. The Hutu militias join with the Congolese Hutus to form the FDLR, a French acronym that implies a future change of power in Rwanda. They still control parts of eastern Congo today. A year later, Mr. Kabila has alienated Rwanda, Uganda, donor countries and the UN. Rwanda has again had enough, and with Uganda sends a force west across the border to back yet more Congolese rebels. This time Angola, Zimbabwe and Namibia come to Mr. Kabila's defence and begin a regional war that ends in a stalemate short of Kinshasa. In 1999 there is a peace deal, and in 2000 the UN stations a peacekeeping operation in eastern Congo, eventually the largest and most expensive such operation in the world. In 2001, Laurent Kabila is assassinated, and eventually replaced by his son, the normal-sized Joseph Kabila, who in 2006 manages to hold a somewhat fair and free election. Now, Laurent Nkunda, a farmer and former psychology student at the head of a mainly Tutsi rebel army, is advancing on targets in the eastern Congo, with the tacit support, again, of the Rwandan government. The consequences of the almost 15-year-old Rwandan genocide continue to lay waste to North and South Kivu. In the past 2 years, 850,000 people have left their homes in eastern Congo. Rwanda's stated goal is to repatriate the good Hutus and bring the bad ones to justice, but it doesn't seem to actually want either of them back ever again. And Joseph Kabila in Kinshasa is unable to produce an army that would force them to leave. And Congo, after a decade of war and cursed by ideology, is now at the bottom of global measures of both health and wealth, behind even its neighbour to the east that keeps helping cause all the trouble.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Ban Ki-moon.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pleasure to see you all again. This is a sad day. Difficult day for the United Nations. As you know, the CNDP rebel group in the Democratic Republic of the Congo has engaged in a surprising attack against the Rwandan generals behind the internationally recognized disengagement line. We have been told that the Rwandan leading military generals have been heavily wounded and believed to be in critical conditions. At this point, I want to extend my deepest condolences to the families of the officials that have suffered in this act. The United Nations and I, Ban Ki-moon, strongly condemn this shaming and shocking action. It is unjustifiable by any standard, and we will take all necessary measures to prevent escalation of violence. Thank you very much.